This is my first update to of quarantine for Media Practicum. I'm doing several of these updates for a few classes, but it's an exciting day today, and being trapped inside because something came in the mail, or it's something exciting to me rather, and it's this. It's not exactly new, but it's a very old iPod. This is from 2003, and I have quite the collection of these things, and this is a model I've been after for quite some time. I've been looking for the right one that was cheap, well, broken and cheap, but not too broken that I couldn't fix it. And this is a very interesting device for Apple, because when's the last time you ever saw an Apple device that lights up all red? It's a very un-Apple looking thing, in my opinion. It's all touch sensitive. It's all this beautiful glass layers. There's a hard drive in there spinning, and that'll change with the help of a flash card at some point. But for now, you join me doing my whatever happens when I first get an iPod in the mail is cleaning it up with some Q-tips and isopropyl alcohol. So I'll get to that, and I will see y'all tomorrow for my next update. Hello, this is another quarantine update. Today is Saturday, April 4th, which is the day after Governor Kemp imposed the statewide travel ban. So we got up last night, right before that happened, to the lake, which is where we've decided to spend our next few weeks because it's away from Atlanta, which is our other places where we live. And Atlanta is, all the grocery stores are running out of stuff. The virus is spreading all over the city. So I've decided it's safer and probably easier to live up here. And that also means it's fairly nice and pleasant today, and we get to have a nice big yard and a nice big lake to enjoy while social distancing, compared to a small yard and a neighborhood that's weirdly still so full of people out walking around. So it's a beautiful day here. It's my first day off. I've had to not think about classes in a while, except for this little update. And I've decided to take full advantage, as y'all can see. And I'll see y'all for my next update. Welcome to another quarantine update, this time out from the waters of Lake Seed. I am, cruising around here just in an effort to get some sunlight before the sun sets. It's about 5 in the afternoon on a Sunday. We're about to go into week 3. I've slowed it down so there's not crazy wind and a crazy screaming engine wrecking all the audio. People are starting to leave for the weekend. Not us though. We've decided to make it or live up here permanently for the time being. And there's downsides to that, of course, with a bad internet connection being saturated by 3 working from home and a relatively small house, tight quarters, but it's got its upsides, of course. I feel very lucky to be able to get out on a boat on a daily basis, or not on a daily basis because this thing's really thirsty. But I feel really lucky to have access to this, to get sunshine, to not be stuck in an apartment building in a city or something like that, while still, of course, maintaining all the proper social distancing practices. So there's a lot of room to roam out here, and that really counts for something in these times. So it's my last day of the weekend up here. I'll see y'all back on Wednesday for another update. And until then, that's all I've got. And I'm here with one of my favorite pastimes, browsing Craigslist for used car sales, even though I have no desire to buy one, at least for the foreseeable future with everything going on. But that's what I'm looking at, because I run out of my motivation to look at schoolwork for the day. It's what do we got? Wow, I got some time left. We've been here for a few weeks now. I got a few weeks more to go. We're right in the middle of it. Summer will be here at least. I'll take some of the load off. But other than that, I've finished registering for classes tonight, so that's fun. I've got my schedule over there. I've got my major requirements in the catalog down there, and all sorts of stuff going on. There's a little Pac-Man thing over there. That thing actually works. It's a little fun gadget. What other fun gadgets we got over here? We got a ruler that bends. It's more interesting than a normal ruler. Fairly boring quarantine update, but it's a fairly boring quarantine, so that's sticking true to the nature of it. It's quarantine update time again, and I'm back here with some iPods. The same ones from last time because I've had to switch up internals again. I'm glad I really had this to mess around with because it's filled a lot of time that would have otherwise gone unfilled, been very bored. I've had the modified one, which was this one, going back to more factory components with this hard drive because it started crashing. It wouldn't shuffle songs, which is the entire reason I use iPods. I need them to shuffle my big library. So this one's getting flash. I've had this one. This is a newer one. It has that's not good. It's newer and it's way more reliable in terms of modifying it. I just put a new battery in it. It ran for 12 hours, which was amazing. It'll do even better with the modified parts in it. I'm really excited to have a new daily carry that's not new at all. And not even new to me. I've had this one for a while, but I haven't used it in a while because the battery's been bleh. But yeah, that's the exciting, or not at all exciting story of me messing around with some old junk that no one else cares about. Quarantine update again. It is Friday the 10th. We are back in Atlanta because even though we're staying in between the two houses, not going anywhere besides grocery stores and gas stations and whatnot, we've still been moving around more than we'd like. Really, this is the week for me that the quarantine has really started to take its toll. The past couple days, I've really struggled to get anything done, so now I'm here playing catch-up, and I'll be playing catch-up for most of the weekend. Well, until we go back yet again to the lake, where this should be the last time that we move around. I think this is, in the past 2 or 3 weeks we've gone, this will be the third time I've gone up there, and that should be to stay. But while I am here, I really regret that I've been struggling the past couple of days because here is where the internet works, the lake is where it doesn't. So before I leave, I'm going to try and get as much of the internet intensive work I have done, such as uploading this, and hopefully that saves some more pain and anguish. So I will update y'all more next week. Alright, it's time for the last quarantine update of week 3, I think it is. I'm starting to lose track of the weeks, but what are you doing, Dad?
This is our handy dandy ice maker that we bought, and it worked for about 3 years, and now it hadn't worked for about 3 years. So numerous attempts before that resulted in dripping and nothing happening. I'm just gonna try again to see if I can figure out a new angle on it or recreate the past failures.
All right.
So here we go. I'm hitting the on button. And then here's the drippy part. I'm seeing if I can. Yes, and there's the drip. So that shows that water's flowing. But how do we get it to flow to the ice maker? Well, there you go. It's not even hooked up to the ice maker. What in the world?